demonstrate what it takes. Put my mouth together. Oh, it looks so easy. But
Just a natural.
yeah, that's what casual loving is. But in the day, when there was more hair, we can cut it shorter and do the nape tighter. But we can't do the nape as tight because it grows out. It doesn't grow down. We can't do the W neckline that we used to. Plus there's a little more of this, so we want to have more hair there.
Great.
She has a little bit smaller head. We want to take everything from above the occipital, leave it out, so that stuff can be longer. Typically, in hairdresser speak, you would take several minute sections, but that doesn't always work. Take some of the bulk out of the bottom, and we can see if we went too short, you'd see through it. And then it has to connect to this, and then to that, and it has to be all transported forward by a back combing. It's not easy. So I'm taking the general bulk out. Because this used to grow straight down, now it grows out. Because sometimes there's a facelift scar, and when that hair grows, it no longer grows down, it does that. So I can't take that too short. Next, I shall go to the side. This whole section of her hair is significantly finer than the hair behind it. This stuff used to be curved. I used to go down like sideburns. So now we have to create the illusion of sideburns. Because if I cut it out, I used to be able to cut around the ear. There just wouldn't be any hair there. And we wouldn't want to feel sparse. Knowing that we want to have hair that's going to stop at the hole of the ear, if I cut this out, there won't be any hair. So, I'm ignoring this, taking the heaviness here, not too much.
Aging is fun.
It's fun. Now, like most people, one side of the hair does not do the same thing as the other side of the hair. Sparse hair, then thick hair, then sparse hair. So you can't just cut it all perfectly. You have to leave the sparse, take some bulk out of the thick part. Now we want this to have this shape. This section I'm dropping down. I'm generally using my guide, but not exactly. Just taking the ends off. On this side, a large area that doesn't have hair. I don't want to cut any of that. But this is thick and will hang. So I'm connecting that to the hair underneath. Gently keeping this stuff out because we don't want to lose any more of that hair. That's the general shape of the side and the nape. Then the top.
Doing this so I won't fall.
Now I know that she's going to transport all this hair and pull it forward, so I can't cut it to the shape of the head. I'm taking the more sparse area out. When she wants the most lift in here, typically someone would cut that short. That's what people do, and that's a mistake. You cut it short. That hair has nowhere to. It's short, you can't give her a crown. You just split. But about the highest point in the head like mine. So I'm just taking some of that, leaving this area where we need fullness out. Then, this has to connect to that, but it can't connect perfectly. Because if it did, you would cut all that off, and And there would be no hair to transport over here or there. I'm taking that out and that out. You can see by looking through it, there's very little right here and a lot right there, which will get heavy. I'm taking some of the bulk out of the heavy part. Gives it more fullness, but it covers the scalp, so you can give it fullness without seeing through to the scalp. Okay. You normally curl curling area, and I can see wrong, but each section, smooth it out, but heat it up and cool it. Then, of course, we have to back home. We don't just kind of back home. We back home the whole thing. Spray the hell out of it.
Yeah.
With a good firm hold here, spray. Let it dry.
I'm sure it is.
Can you see?
Always is. You move away, I can see.
Oh.
There. Now I can see. I like it. I'll fix the hump and all that black stuff on my neck.
Yeah. I see it.
I like it. A lot.
That's a better side.
Which side? This side? Oh yeah, there's no hair on this side. It usually takes me an hour and a half from the time I start until I'm done. I just read it when I go through that
how many
process.
times do you do it?
Well, sometimes twice a week, but usually once a week I try, unless I'm working. Pete head in the big butt, as he always says.
It's a shift. That's why we do off the shoulder there.
And that's where it's supposed to be. And then somebody's going to say, oh, she's too old for that.
Well, you are for the problem. It's good, because this is all body makeup.
What do you mean body
You've
makeup?
got jelly hands up. There.